you just drain your gray water out, because for the most part
it's just water and a little bit of soap.
Toothbrush, shaving, washing hands, dishes. It's not going to really be that bad. So most places will let you dump it right on the ground.
Okay.
This right here is access to the back side of your refrigerator. For the most part, there really isn't
a reason to get at it. Or...
Exactly. Okay. Other than in the spring, before you fire it up for the first time, you want to get you like a can of compressed air and blow the dust and cobwebs and stuff. Because Asian beetles and spiders love these nice little dark hidey holes. And if the spider builds a web up inside of here and you fire this thing up on gas, it's going to blow a bunch of black smoke up the side of your camper.
And then you'll have the black...
You have a black streak.
Yep.
And exactly. Like I said, other than that, there really is no user serviceable parts in here. And then this one here is just access to the top side of the refrigerator, which the only thing there is the condenser.
Same system, compressed air, blow it out.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
This actually does have 2 fans in it to circulate the air in here for better efficiency for the cooling. They run off of the 12-volt side.
Now, what about the low point drains I'm seeing on this side?
Those are for when you're done using it, you want all the water out of it, you pop those caps, open up all your valves, it'll drain every drop of water out of your lines.
Okay. So like winterizing, for instance.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's the low point drain, which will drain all your water out of the system. And then back here is the drain for your freshwater tank. It's just a little cap like this. You just unscrew it and the water will flow. Right here's where you fill your freshwater tank.
Okay.
Here's where you hook up your city water connection,
right.
Just a standard garden hose hookup. It does have a backflow pressure valve in it, so if you're running your pump, you don't have a hose hooked up to it. It keeps the water from blowing out, so it's a one-way valve. So if you ever run your pump and you got water spraying out of here, you got a bad valve in there.
So you don't need to get, do you need to get like the pressure regulator on the other side of the hose then?
These are set up to withstand up to 150 psi.
That's a lot of pressure.
That's a lot of pressure. You're not going to get that anywhere unless you're hooked to a pump of some sort.
Okay.
And then I take it if you have a bad valve, all we can do is just again bring it in and say we have a bad valve.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very, very rarely do they go bad. I've seen 2 in 2 years. And they were on 10-year-old units.
Okay.
But I just like to let everybody know that, so that way they're aware of the possibility of a problem. Underneath here is where your shore cord hooks into.
Yeah.
You know what, let me go pull this slide in. It'll be a lot easier.
So
yeah, it definitely gets a little tight when that slides in.
Okay, but it's still...
Yeah, you can still...
either in, all the way in, or all the way out, or can we take it out a certain way depending on like where we're parked?
You can run it out as far as you want. But with it all the way in or all the way out, it makes the seals work properly. So if you have a hard rain, you don't get any water inside.
Okay.
Because around the inside here, you have seals, plus you have the wipe seals on the wall. So with the two together, it keeps the moisture out.
Okay.
And it's the same way on the outside. You have seals, and then you have the wipe seals.
Okay, so it's best for it to be all the way in
or all the way out.
Okay.
Correct.
All right.
It's sort of like the hokey pokey.
Yeah, right? So this is where your short cord hooks up to. It's 30 amp service.
Okay. cable.
satellite hookups.
Okay.
And they
That's-
go right inside.
That's pretty easy. You said there's a phone hookup too?
I don't know if they're doing them on the newer ones because a lot of people have cell phones. Nobody uses landlines anymore. Being as this is a new one, I haven't seen one, so I'm saying no, it's not.
Okay. Okay.
Here's your hot water heater. If you have a problem where your hot water heater's not working, you do have resets right here.
Okay.
Just give them a push, and it resets the thermal switches in there.
Now, does this turn on automatically, or is there a switch inside?
There's a switch inside. You have to turn it on.
Okay.
Okay. So
It does have
we
the
want-
blow-off valve. Here's where you drain it for winterizing it.
The anode that comes out.
So,
Okay.
so if we want hot water, we have to flip the switch inside first.
Yeah, and on the propane, it'll take about 15 minutes to heat that
Okay.
tank up.
All right.
Which isn't too bad.
This actual also has a heating element, electric heating element, 110. Right now, it's cotter pin to the off position. They do that as a safety, so it doesn't get turned on with no water in the tank because it'll burn up the heating element, and they're about $130 for the
Okay.
heating element. Plus, you got to pull all this stuff out of the way just to get it out. But yeah, there's just a little R key in here. You pop that out, flip your switch on. I tell everyone you're better off to run it on both because the LP will get it hot right now. The heating element will maintain it so you're not running on LP all the time. So it saves on your LP, plus you constantly have hot water. Even if you take a shower, the LP will kick on, heat it back up. The 110 will maintain it.
So, do you have to turn it on out here to put it on?
For the
110?
electric, yes.
Yes.
It's just a little switch. And it's right underneath here.
Okay. Now, some people I've heard will take like which I don't know if it's a smart thing to do because I'm assuming there's a fuse switch inside. They just flip the
For the water heater?
Yeah. And they flip
Yeah, you can do that.
They flip the fuse and just leave this on, and I think is that dangerous to do.
If you forget to turn it off and you drain
You
the
drain
water out,
yeah.
you're better off doing it out here. That way you know,
Know
it's
it's
on
on
or
and
you
you
know
know
it's
it's
off.
off.
You don't have to be 100 miles away and go, shit, did I turn it off?
Okay.
You definitely don't
Kind of
want
like what
that.
happened with the oatmeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's your battery.
Okay.
So it's standard RV Marine 12-volt battery in here.
So you need to check the water level on this every once in a while.
On this particular one, I believe so. Yep. Once a year, you should be fine.
Okay. So how do you get into?
Just pop these caps off.
Oh, okay. And
Probably
then,
you have to take a screwdriver and pop them off, but yeah,
okay, and then use like distilled water for
Yes.
it. Okay.
definitely need distilled water.
Now, would you recommend getting a cover for the propane tank?
Actually, I believe in this front compartment there is a cover for it,
Okay.
but I don't put them on for purposes of being able to show you how everything works.
Sure. Sure. I figure if it didn't, it'd be kind of dangerous walking, driving on the highway.
Yeah, it's just a standard 20-pound propane. You can get them anywhere, have them refilled anywhere. You have a two-stage regulator here that gets it to the proper pressure you need to operate everything on the inside. So basically, when you turn it on, just make sure your valve's all the way open, so it has the correct amount of flow to work everything. And then when you're done, just turn it off.
Right.
The biggest thing, there is going to be some seepage because they are rubber lines.
Right.
So if you're gone for a week, you come back, you turn the gas on, your stove's not lighting, you're going to have to just keep the fire there to purge the air out of the system until the LP gets back out there.
Okay.
is your emergency breakaway switch.
Okay.
You hook this to your vehicle. Generally on the pin that holds the receiver is where I hook them. That way, if for some reason this does happen to pop off your vehicle, it'll pull the switch out, lock the brakes up.
Okay.
That way the camper doesn't go weaving through traffic
or
pass you
passes.
up. Exactly. Exactly.
Because that would really suck.
And you definitely want to make sure that you don't, when you're unhooking from your truck, don't just pull it out here and leave it on the truck.
Right.
It'll keep your brakes applied all the time, and it'll burn up your switch here.
Okay.
And it doesn't take long to burn up that switch, maybe 3 minutes, and it'll just melt it.
Ooh, okay.
Standard 7-way connector hooks to most any vehicle anymore because almost all of them have them now.
Okay.
Then we'll get into this last compartment here. Cover for your LP tank.
Ah, okay.
Now, is this compartment accessible from the inside?
Yeah, this is the one that's underneath that
Okay.
bunk. This works your jacks.
Okay. I thought it was a lug nut wrench for a second. Like,
No, that's not strong enough to be a lug nut wrench.
Also, the jacks are right there.
yes.
Yes.
So,
You got them on all four corners. And when you park this thing at it, wherever you're camping, before you get in it, you definitely want to put the jacks down.
Okay.
Okay.
Because without the jacks down, this thing is squirrely. It'll move all over the place.
Okay.
Now, is there like a bubble level in terms of, or do you just?
The only one I saw is actually in here on the bracket for the TV.
Okay.
But they actually got a cheap setup in the store.
Okay.
Because you bought a brand new unit, anything you guys need, you get a 10% discount on in the store.
Okay.
And we actually have a...
I mean, do you recommend just getting like one of those little, like a cheap level thing?
Definitely. Because for the refrigerator to work properly, God, I can't even talk today. Not enough coffee. At the best efficiency, it needs to be level.
Okay.
And you definitely want to level it before you put that slide out.
Sure.
Because it's going to tilt
Yes.
the weight off center.
Now, these things, the jacks, they just go up. You don't have to push anything to push them to get them down from the.
Nope. Crank them up, crank them down.
Okay.
What a lot of people do is they'll get a cordless drill.
Ah, that would definitely be faster. I see. Okay. That's a lot faster.
Most definitely. And it's a lot less of this.
Yes.
So unless you fellas have any questions, that's pretty much it.
What's the PSI on the tires?
45.
45.
Yes.
Okay. So just like as we check our vehicle tires, like filling up gas, just check.
Basically, for the most part, if they're low, you're going to know. Because
Okay.
they're going to bubble out a little bit. Where when they're full, they'll be smooth like they are now.
Okay.
But yeah, when you check your regular tires, it's a good idea to check your
Okay.
trailer as well. Biggest thing is, especially if it's going to be stored outside, is make sure you keep like Armor All or something on the tires
So it doesn't.
so they don't dry rot.
Okay.
That's the biggest problem with trailer tires is they dry rot because people don't take care of them.
Yeah.
They take them, they'll park them, and they'll sit there for a year or two and then go, let's go to California. And then they have a blowout and they can't figure out why.
So just get a bottle of Armor All and just.
Yeah. When they
Well,
start
yeah.
looking a little dull,
Yeah,
keep it nice and moist.
What was it that someone else said to put park it with like a slab of wood or like a board underneath? Or...
Depending on the surface that you're going to park it on, it's probably not a bad idea.
Okay.
If it's gravel or grass, yeah, you definitely want to put board on it because
Okay.
if it rains, it will start to sink.
Okay.
But if it's on concrete, then.
If it's on concrete, then you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I don't have any other questions.